left Kansas and are now arriving at Lamar, Colorado. Overnight we travelled through Kansas from Kansas City, stopping at places like Dodge City. Yes, the Dodge City of Wyatt Earp and Bat Masterson and Boot Hill, still there. Unfortunately it was too early to get any decent photographs. The John Martin Reservoir. At this point the track is a bit rough. I think the owners hadn't done any maintenance on it for a while. That's the only trains that run along it are the two Chiefs and a few coal trains at this point. Yes, it's cold out there, frozen over. This was the original route through from Chicago to Los Angeles, going over Raton Pass, which we will come into in a few minutes. Bend County Correction Center at Los Animas. Los Animas, sorry. Beautiful courthouse. I think that may be the Arkansas River, not 100% sure. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that if it's not. And a BNSF coal train heading probably towards Texas. And this is La Junta. If you ever watch the original Narrow Margin, one of the scenes is set at La Junta on the train, but actually it was shot in San Bernardino, the depot there. It's a great movie, the original one, not the remake with Gene Wilder. No, not Gene Wilder, Gene Hackman. Now heading southwest towards Trinidad, not Trinidad, in the Caribbean, the other Trinidad at southern Colorado. That route goes off towards the joint line up towards Denver and the coal fields in Wyoming. And again, this is farmland. This is January, so not a lot going on. Now we're starting to see some snow again. Must admit I was a bit surprised to see snow at this point. But one thing I did not see was a jackalope. Apparently they frequent this area, but I didn't see one. So if you see one, let me know. we're coming to Trinidad, Colorado. On the hilltop left, you can actually see there is a sign. You can't see it today, but it's up there. Santa Fe's passenger trains like the Chief, the Super Chief, the El Capitan would have taken this route over Raton Pass into Albuquerque. When it was built, Raton Pass. There's a long story here actually about the construction that apparently the Rio Grande and the Santa Fe both wanted to go across the pass, but there was only room for one track. So Santa Fe came to a deal with Dick Wooten, who owned the toll road across the pass, and overnight they laid 100 feet of track before the Rio Grande crews came out in the morning and found that 100 feet of track had been laid and they had lost out. Which is one of the clues to you snooze, you lose. But this is the Santa Fe Trail that took people from southern Colorado across the pass into New Mexico. But the reason Santa Fe stopped using this for freight was because of the rather steep gradients, especially on this side heading south. 3% for most of the way and with a 4% near the top, which meant either helper engines or splitting the train. There were coal fields at one point around here, but they all closed. So there's no reason for Santa Fe or BNSF as it is now to use this route for freight trains, as there is a much easier route further south through New Mexico and that route. The Belen Cutoff, as they call it. This is Dick Wooten's ranch. We go through Raton Tunnel, which is actually the only tunnel on the whole route between Chicago and Los Angeles. There were two others on Cajon Pass, but they got daylighted. Now we're in New Mexico and heading down into Raton. point we're following, or the interstate is following us. The rails were down many years before the interstate was built. I think that might be the same truck that's following us. Oh, truck, that's a British term. Yes, unfortunately I couldn't get out and wipe the windows. And now we're coming into Las Vegas. Not the Las Vegas that most people think of, but this is Las Vegas, New Mexico. Or maybe we're not coming into Las Vegas. Okay, this is Las Vegas. One of the Harvey houses that lined the route before they had dining cars. Glorieta Pass, we have to slow down because there's some fairly sharp curves to try and keep the ruling gradient down. And this is the point where we meet the eastbound chief, if it's on time, that is. number 4. Yeah, this is the Patchy Canyon, where at some points the rock face is only inches away from the train on this side. The other side is open up to a river, but they had to keep. It was pretty narrow, so. This is Lamar, New Mexico. Santa Fe, the capital of New Mexico, is north of here. There is a connection, rail connection, but the chief doesn't go there, and the Santa Fe didn't go there. Not directly anyway. Yeah, there is a commuter rail service that runs between Albuquerque and Santa Fe, so we might see one of the stations on this section. That one. We head south towards Albuquerque, the snow starts to clear and the windows start to clear, and I think at one point where you might actually see some sunshine. Yes, on this particular journey, having arrived in Albuquerque on time, they discovered an electrical fault on the car that I was riding in, coach car. So they had to take the whole unit, the whole consist down to the yard south of the station to switch the 2 coach cars at the back around so that they could disconnect the power supply to it, which meant we were somewhat delayed leaving, but I also had the benefit of being able to get us a roomette for the remainder of the journey, which was rather nice. This is also the Greyhound depot. Refueling stop as well for the chief. The other one's in Kansas City. Crew change. Nobody's selling. Normally, yeah, we picked up some snow on the way.